So this feed formula that we currently use, we've been using this feed formula now for about 6 to 8 months now, and it's fantastic. It's really, really, really fantastic. It's giving us the result that we want. Hello everyone, welcome to Prestige Castle Farm. My name is Innocent. First, I want to thank you all for those who have liked, those who have subscribed to this channel, and we want to beckon on all of you who have not yet subscribed to please click on the subscription button below and also click on the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever we upload a new video. Today I'll be demonstrating to you how you can save cost in your rabbit farming. As you know, feeding your rabbit usually takes the bulk of your cost, right, in terms of your production. We've actually done a video about this on how you can save cost in your rabbitry, in your rabbit farming. And in that video, we use a formula in that video which many of you that are my followers and subscribers may have watched. If you've not, please do wait to check the video on the bottom below on how you can save cost in your rabbitry. But we've made changes from that time to now. We've updated, we've seen what works and what doesn't work. So we've moved away from that formula that we previously using. For those who do not know, the formula that we previously we used the super starter, that is the normal chicken feed, which you can buy in any feed store. The super starter, we use the super starter, and then we use the PKC, the pancake cake, and then we use the wheat offer. We used a particular formula of 411, but currently by 411 then we were using so let's say for example you're using a cup, you use 4 of those cup, then you use 1 PKC, and then you use 1 of the super starter. But we've changed from there, because what we observed was that our rabbits were looking good with that formula, yes, but then they were struggling, especially the breeding stock. They were struggling to take in, and we had was a time we had very strong difficulty in our rabbits taking in. So what we then observed was that this was as a result of accumulation of fat, and the rabbits they were not taking in. And we actually running a business. If you doing rabbitry, if your rabbits, if they are not giving birth, then you're not running it as a business. You make profit, you make money when your rabbits give birth. And also, we actually running more of a breeding stock in this farm. Though we do meat rabbit, but we do more of breeding stock because we take time to select the breed. We make sure that the breeds that we have are excellent mothers. They grow very well. They can take care of their bunnies. They have resistance to disease and all of that. So any rabbits that do not meet those criteria, we usually sell them off as meat rabbit. So we are very, very careful with the selection of our rabbit. So what we saw was that as time goes by, yes, with that formula, the rabbit were looking good, but the shortcut of that was that they were not taking in. Our production rate was drastically not good. It was affected. We sometimes had less than 50% production. So that means if we cross 10 does, maybe less than 5 of them we take in. So we trace the route to the feed. And what did we do? We, of course, in this rabbitry, you are not the sole custodian of knowledge. You have to network with other rabbit farmers. You have to reach out to other rabbit farmers and say, okay, look at the issues I'm having. I also have my mentors as well, so I also reach out to my mentors and say, look, man, this is the issue, and we trace it down to the feed. And so we had to eliminate that feed. Yes, we were saving costs with that feed, but it wasn't giving us the expected result. The rabbit were looking good, but if your rabbit are not giving birth, then you know that you're not running that as a business. So we did away with that, and currently we are using this formula. So there's a formula we're currently using. This is a formula that if you are interested in, you can reach out to me on my WhatsApp, or you could call me and we'll share the formula with you. Of course, for just a little fee. But what we have seen is this, and the benefit of this formula and what we've seen is that, one, our production rate, we don't have that problem of, we don't have that problem of a rabbit taking in. Our production rate is more than 80% currently. So if we cross 10 rabbits, we would get about 8 of them, they would be successfully crossed. So that is really, really, really good. It's not just that, because we are doing more of breeding stock in this farm. If we want our rabbit to be like really, really, really fat, we just know what to do. We know the kind of feed to give to them. But for us, we've seen that, if we want to achieve that result, especially if you're doing a breeding stock, then you can go into that direction, because then you want to fatten your rabbit. You could then therefore maybe just use more of a finisher product, like you can use like your normal poultry finisher feed. That would give you your rabbit to grow really, really, really fat. But the danger of that is that because the does, if they accumulate so much fat, it's become difficult to take in. It becomes difficult for them to have successful cross, and then you don't want that. We don't want that in our farm. So we want our rabbit to grow good, really good, but not accumulate much fat. So this feed formula that we currently use, we've been using this feed formula now for about 6 to 8 months now, and it's fantastic. It's really, really, really fantastic. It's giving us the results that we want. And one of the beauty of this formula that we're currently using at the moment is that the mother, actually, and this was the problem we had when we were using our previous formula, the formulated feed that we were using previously, was that even when the mother, when the doe litters, sometimes they struggle to breastfeed the bunnies, right? So we need to now maybe supplement it by bringing maybe moringa leaf, and I also use this blood leaf that we planted as well. We use that as well to help, the rabbits in breastfeeding. So, but that basically tells us that the feed itself that we were using previously do not have the right nutrient for the mother, so that the mother will be able to breastfeed the bunnies. So we have to do away with that. And currently with this, one of the fantastic results we get in here is that, the rabbits, the mother it doesn't give much stress on the mother, because it's rich enough that the mother is able to breastfeed the bunnies very well until we're able to wean them. So that is very, very good. Now also we've seen that the feed itself is fantastic for growers. Like if you use it for growers, like it's really, really, really good. We see our rabbits doing very, very well, especially for our grower rabbit. It gives them that growth that we need. But this formula that we came about, we didn't just come about it like in a day. It took some while. We experimented on that until we're able to get something that gives us the result where we want our rabbit to grow very well, but we don't want them to accumulate so much fat. And at the same time, it's when the mother is the does, so that at the same time the does are able to breastfeed their bunnies accurately and very well. So come close. Let me show you the feed. The formula is really very rich. It's very rich. Even when you smell it, it's though we use a mash, but you can pelletize this if you want. All you need to do is just to take this feed to a mill and they will pelletize it for you. But we use it in mash, and it's really, really fresh. Now let's talk about the cost for this, because this is where the fantastic result comes in. Now the cost for production of this for 100 kg for us, it costs us 57,000 naira. So 57,000 naira would give you an average of around 14,000 plus per 25 kg thereabout, right? So if you want to buy a feed of a 25 kg poultry feed, even if you want to buy grower, it's going to cost you nothing less than 19,000. But then we getting this at around plus minus around 14,500 thereabout. So you see, we are saving cost through this formulated feed, and at the same time we getting the results that we want. We do more of breeding stock here, though we do meat rabbits, but we do more of breeding stock, and it's giving us the fantastic result. We've never, in fact, it's been a long time we lost a rabbit in this farm. Any of our adult rabbits, I don't think it's been more than a year now. We've lost any of our rabbit farm. I mean, our adult rabbits. Though we do occasionally lose winners occasionally, but our adult, our breeding does are very healthy. And so, because they're the engine of this farm, so you want to make sure that you're giving them a feed that gives them the right nutrient. So this is the feed we're currently using. Total cost for 100 kg is about 57,000, which gives you around that 14,500, if I'm not mistaken. In comparison to where you buy, if you want to use a poultry feed, or if you want to even use a super starter, for example, a super starter feed a bag would go for around 25,000 thereabouts. So you imagine if you're going to use super starter, a poultry feed, that will cost you 100,000 naira for 100 kg, right? For grower, if you're buying grower about 19,000, that will give you around 70 something or 80,000 thereabout. In comparison to you getting this for 57,000, that's the 57,000 naira. If you want this formula, we are willing to share that with you, of course, for a very affordable cost. But it's going to, on the long run, it's going to save you cost. It's going to save you cost, and you're going to see the result. So this is our rabbits. They are all looking very well. And just, as you can see, one of the things that is also very important is, you want to make sure that, your rabbits are not only looking good, but at the same time, they are in excellent condition. And so if you need this, please do reach out to us. We'll share it with you. And remember, to subscribe to this channel. Do wait to like and invite others to subscribe. So thank you, and do have a great day.